Brothers and sisters of the Shepard Ward, this is in fact not Magnum PI coming at you. This is Chad Rigby on this beautiful spring day. At least I think it's spring. Three things that indicate spring to me are Major League Baseball opening day, the Masters golf tournament, and the NCAA basketball Final Four. None of those things happened. We'd like to congratulate Jaden and Samantha Moon on their marriage last Friday. They will be living with the Moons, so we'd like to welcome Samantha to our ward. Easton Hill had some great news this week. He received his mission call and will be going to the Milwaukee, Wisconsin mission and leaving in August. What a great young man Easton is, and we're so excited for him. Remember to take a warm coat. How are you all doing in beating the bishop with indexing? You young people, let's spend a little less time video gaming and a little bit more time indexing. You might learn a foreign language called cursive. I'm really miss seeing all of you on a weekly basis. And miss feeling your strength in my life. Things are going great at the Rigby house. We went from 3 people to 6 people almost overnight, and it has been a lot of fun. Megan is fulfilling her lifelong dream of being a 5th grade teacher. Ha 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 ha. I know that things are uncertain, but let's remember the words of our prophet and have faith and know that things will work out for the best. We as a bishopric are praying for you, and we love you, and we will do anything that we can to help you. I was thinking of the other day of some of the changes that have gone on in the church over the last couple of years, instituted mainly by our current prophet. And 2 things really stood out at me as I was thinking and pondering on these. First is ministering. Used to be that we would go home teaching once a month and call it good. Now we've been asked to live the higher law of ministering, and in doing so, we have had an increase in love and compassion for our families. And during these times of stress and turmoil, we can be a source of strength to them. The other thing is gospel-centered learning. Formerly, we used to send our kids off to primary or young men's and young women's and hope for the best. And now we are in charge of teaching them. And I, for one, have been so happy and pleased with this level of spirituality in some of our sacrament meetings we've had at the Rigby house. It's wonderful to have a living prophet on the earth today that can let us know God's will. What I took from conference mainly is to listen to the Spirit and hear Him. I hope everyone has a wonderful, safe, productive week. We love you. Goodbye.
Hi everybody, Sister Harding here. Kind of crazy that I'm making this video because you'll probably be watching it by the time I'm home. So right now I'm in Hays, Kansas, but on the 27th I'll be returning home due to my asthma. And that's just been a roller coaster, but I've loved my mission so much, and I am so grateful that I've been able to be out here for as long as I have been. Bishop asked that we share a really amazing story from our mission, and for me it kind of took a while to decide what story to share. But I remember one of those craziest nights on my mission was when my companion and I had just gotten home after a long day of doing missionary work in Topeka. And after we got home, we were settling down to get ready for bed when we get a call from someone who we were teaching and helping prepare for baptism. His name is Gary, and you could just tell something was wrong. We're like, Gary, like, what's wrong? Like, what are you doing? And he told us that his family had lied to him about wanting to come to his baptism and that they did not support him and wanted nothing to do with him. And it was so heartbreaking because you could hear the pain in his voice. And I could feel his pain. I was so worried. I'm like, Gary, where are you right now? And he said he was walking in the middle of the street in the rain. And he just wasn't in a good mindset. And so I told him to go into the nearest building, nearest gas station or store, and that we would call someone to pick him up and take him home. So after we hung up, my companion looked at me and she's like, who are you going to call? And I'm like, I don't know, but I have a feeling we should call this member. His name's Brother Pena. We called him, he answered immediately, and he was so willing to jump up and go pick up a stranger he has never met. And that ended up being one of the most amazing nights of my life. We met up with Gary and Brother Pena at Gary's home, and we called the elders to come and join us to help give Gary a blessing. And we went inside. I asked Brother Pena, I felt prompted to ask him if he would give the blessing. And you could feel the Spirit so strong. Gary was crying. I was about to cry. My companion was crying. It was so spiritual. And after the blessing, after Brother Pena left, we stayed to talk to Gary, and he said, that was exactly what I needed. I know I need to be baptized. I know this is what God needs me to do, and that it'll be okay. And living the gospel life can be hard. I mean, you can offend people you love, or lose people, or you lead a life that is different from the world. But it is so worth it. And being on a mission, helping people learn more about that has truly been life-changing. I can generally say that I myself have changed. I feel like my first mission was more focused on helping others, and my last half has been God working on me and helping me grow closer to Him and become more like Him. I know that this church is the true church. It is Christ's church restored on the earth today. I know that our Father loves us so very much, and He is always with us, no matter where we are, what we're doing. And if we're ever looking for Him, all we have to do is reach towards Him, because He is already waiting there with open arms. I know that we have a prophet today, and his name is Russell M. Nelson. And I know that even though times are crazy, we are not alone, and everything is in God's hands. Everything happens for a reason. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Love you, Lord family. I'll see you in a week.